Hi guys, this is a redirect to my reaction to episodes 479, 480 and 481 of One Piece. Some epic but sad episodes. Some good things happened, but also some tragic stuff happened at the end. I was just, I couldn't help myself. I cried a second time over Whitebeard. Wow. You know, okay, let me just go on about like what happened. Firstly, so Garp, so Luffy, he was advancing forward, and he finally got a lot of help from the Whitebeard Pirates, because Whitebeard told the Whitebeard Pirates to help Luffy, because the Marines kept blocking Luffy from getting to Ace and like fighting Luffy. So the Whitebeard Pirates, Ivankov and Inazuma MVP, the one that actually made the bridge to get to Ace, now that was extremely helpful, so he didn't have to like jump or like climb over the wall to get to Ace. So when Inazuma cut up the ground to make the bridge, Luffy went ahead, but he got stopped by Garp. Oh man, like, on the one hand I understand Garp in the sense that he has these marine values, very strong marine values of like pirates are like all bad. That's his ideology, but it's not true. You should, in my opinion, you should always put family first regardless of the situation. But in the end, like, he did show that actually he just couldn't fight Luffy back seriously. So Sengoku was disappointed in Garp letting Luffy punch him like that, because he was about to punch Luffy, but Luffy's goal was to save Ace, no matter what, who was like stopping him and stuff. He really wanted to save his brother. And we saw those cute flashbacks as Luffy was on the bridge to try to like get away from Garp and save Ace. We saw those flashbacks between Luffy and Garp, and how Luffy was getting trained by Garp, and then Luffy telling Garp that actually, I want to be a pirate, I don't want to be a strong marine, when Garp was training him to become a strong marine, and he was getting frustrated and kept like hitting him about like why he wanted to be a pirate, because he completely disapproved of it. And we saw it from Garp's point of view that, you know, I just don't want you to be on the wrong path, because pirates get hunted down. So in a sense I understand Garp. He was only trying to protect Luffy and Ace, but to see him like trying to stop Luffy, I was just like, he's your grandson. Like, it's such a conflicted position to be in. Like, he's a marine, he's a vice admiral as well, but going up against your own grandson, like, it's so like, it's just fucked up. So he got hit by Luffy, and Luffy finally managed to free Ace. We also saw a little bit of backstory on what happened with Galdino. So Galdino, he disguised himself as one of the executioners, and we saw some flashback of him going inside one of the marine buildings and like being sneaky and like trying to get one of the executioners' costumes. So he had to beat up one of the executioners in order to become the executioner. And his resolve was that he really wanted to honor Bon Clay's resolve to protect Luffy and the whole crew. So he really wanted to, you know, like, extend Bon Clay's will. So it was really nice of him to understand what Bon Clay did for Luffy and the whole crew, because Bon Clay, as we all know, sacrificed his own life to save the whole crew, as he was left behind, and they all had to go to Marineford. They couldn't go back for him because it would have been way too dangerous, as the Marines were after them. we still don't know what happened to Bon Clay, as I'm really wondering. I really hope he's okay. At least in hiding. I don't want him dead, because he was up against Magellan the last time that we saw him. So it was nice of Galdino to do that, and also he was the one that made the key, because Kizaru broke the original key, the key that Hancock gave to Luffy. So Kizaru broke that because he's a bitch, like that. But Galdino, because he has his wax ability, is able to make another key anyway. So they managed to actually free Ace. But during that, Sengoku went ham. He got pissed. He became a giant Buddha. Literally a giant Buddha, and damn, he literally crushed the whole entire execution platform, which didn't even help. Like, Ace, they still managed to, like, Galdino still managed to free Ace. Galdino and Luffy managed to free Ace, and so Ace was finally rescued and freed, and he used his fire ability straight away and attacked the Marines. Attacked so many Marines, and Luffy and Ace, they were like teaming together, watching their backs for each other against the Marines. It was nice seeing them fight together, and yeah, that was nice. That was cool seeing Ace finally fighting, because this whole time he's been like in those sea stone handcuffs and completely helpless. It's just interesting, like, with these devil fruit users, they seem so damn powerful with the devil fruit, with their devil fruit powers, but once they have the sea stone handcuffs, then like they're so weak, really, that they can't do anything without their powers. And I'm not saying that Ace is weak, by the way, because he does have a lot of skill. We saw in his flashbacks that he was a prodigy from the start. I'm just saying, like, he couldn't do anything before with the handcuffs, nothing substantial at least. Yeah, and oh man, that fight against Aokiji. I was wondering, like, what would happen if Ace was going up against Aokiji, since they have opposing elements. Like, they just cancel each other out. That's what I was thinking. But it seems Ace was doing really well against Aokiji. Like, he managed to, like, melt his eyes. It looked like a block, really. But yeah, like, he seemed powerful based on what the other pirates were seeing. So yeah, and Whitebeard, like, so many people like going up against Whitebeard, and it was so heartbreaking, just like seeing him die, not die, but like seeing him in that dying state where, like, so much blood was on his face, but he was still really strong against the Marines. Like, he was still fighting so hard against the Marines, and it was just incredible seeing so much strength and courage. Like, even at the face of death, he was still, like, powerful. He was still really strong mentally and physically. And it was stopping Squado from, like, going any further with his mission to sacrifice himself to save Ace, to free Ace, as a way to, like, as a way to compromise on what he did to Whitebeard. But Whitebeard was like, no, I'm not gonna let you sacrifice yourself, because you're my son as well. So, you know, and then, like, Whitebeard's, oh man, that ending message at the end. Oh, that left that cliffhanger. Oh man, okay, so at the end we saw Whitebeard saying to his crewmates that, actually, I'm not going to be going with you guys anymore to the New World, because their mission was to go to the New World after this whole war. But he was like, no, this is gonna be my final order to you guys, and oh man, that broke my heart. And then seeing all those flashbacks, how can you do that to me? How can you do that to us? Those flashbacks, it makes you cry. And that music was used during the Going Merry was it the funeral or just before Going Merry died? It's the same music. That music makes me sad. It's beautiful music, very beautiful music, but it just made me sad. I mean, he's not dead yet, but he is going to die. Like, it just seems inevitable at this stage. But yeah, that's what happened. So what do you think of these episodes? Let me know.